advise gum. You know why? Some people used to chop like goats. Hi guys, my name is Sandra. Welcome to my YouTube channel. And today I'll be telling you 8 essential things that you should find in a lady's handbag, purse, whatever. So like purses, handbags are essentials in every lady's life, and not just for the ladies. Like you know, in recent times a lot of guys have started also, you know, to add handbags, pouches, or whatever they call it, you know, as a part of their style. So yeah, not just for ladies, for like everyone, but most especially for the ladies. So like these are, you know, 8 essentials that, you know, every lady should have in their purses. So a lot of ladies you know, get confused about things that are necessary or are necessities that, you know, should be in their purses. And for those that are not exactly confused, sometimes they get it wrong. So like these are things that I have personally put together as things that every lady should have in their purse, you know, for so many reasons that I'm going to point out as I list them one after the other, right? So like I was saying, purses are not just necessity, they're not just essential, but you know, they've over time they've become a fashion statement, a fashion piece. You know, you see people like matching their handbags with their shoes, you see people matching their purses with their dress and stuff like that. And yeah, they've become a huge necessity in our day-to-day lives. And like I said earlier, not just for ladies but for my gentlemen as well. So if you're a gentleman watching this video, come on, you might need these tips for your sister, your girlfriend, your wife, or even for yourself. So I'll just dive right into it. So the first thing today will be, okay, so apart from the necessary things like your house key, your car keys, and you know, things that most definitely should be in your purses, these are things that I have personally put together that I feel that, you know, people should have in their purses that people usually do not pay a lot of attention to. So personally, I think having a purse or a card holder or whatever makes a lot of sense, whether or not you're making use of a bag or a pouch or something, because it makes you really organized and makes you look presentable and neat. When you get to, you know, like somewhere where you have to bring out cash, you don't have to start searching your bag and everything is all squeezed up and you're looking all messy. Now this makes it really simple, so you can just bring it out, open it up, and you're like, how much is that again? And you know, yeah. Number 2 on my list is a nose mask. Always have it so that you don't seem really disorganized when you get to points where you necessarily have to use it, and you know, you're running around looking for where to buy, and if there's nowhere to buy, you have to like maybe go to somewhere that you can get it. I mean, it might make you run late on appointments, it might make you miss some stuff, I don't know, but you know, things like this just save you a lot of stress. So this one is like very good. I mean, one of the major reasons why I'm doing this video. So I'm going to actually take my time to talk about this particular one. Ladies, okay, first off, there are people that know how to calculate those things. Like, you know, they just know when they're going to see the visitor, right? They know, they are aware, they know how to calculate, they know on their calendars, they already marked it or set their reminders or whatever, like, hey, my parents will come today or come tomorrow or whatever. Kudos, cheers. And for the rest of us that, you know, we really don't know how to calculate, I mean, for someone like me, I usually know I'm going to see my period that week or the following week, or mostly that week, from signs. You know, I start to get some symptoms and signs like my boobs get really full and heavy and painful, and I start to get some kind of back pain, and I get maybe 1 or 2 pimples on my face. I mean, I really don't have a lot of pimples, but I get 1 or 2 that are really big and painful, and I just know that this thing is on its way. And yeah, I know that a lot of us would prefer to just start putting a pad in our bags when we get those signs, or when we know that, you know, our due date, like I like to call it, yeah, period is almost coming, right? But sis, this thing don't embarrass you before. Sorry, what? Have you ever been embarrassed by this thing before? I think the only time, short story, one of those days in church and my mom had left me and gone home, and I was back in church doing my youth meeting, and after my youth meeting I went home, and when I got home, my mom was in the sitting room and I passed, and I was like, I said hi to her and she responded, and when I passed her she called me back. She was like, come, what's wrong with your dress? Not my dress. Me, I was famished. I was thinking about food. I was like, what's she talking about? So she's like, what's that stained your dress? And I looked at it and there was this silence. You know when they say 5 minutes, is it 5 minutes silent or 1 minute silent? Anyone, 5 minutes silent. There was this silence as if Angel just passed. No, did not say anything because, like, I mean, she knows that, you know, these are things that are actually about to happen, and considering how young I was, I mean, she didn't say much. She just said, okay, just go wash up. And I felt kind of embarrassed, like, tissue paper. Like, I don't know, kudos, I don't know what brand produces or manufactures this, but kudos to them, because this is really, really creative, and I mean, it makes it really, I don't know, but it's just so sweet, right? It's really just so, it looks like it's, I don't know, but it's kudos to them, like I said, because this is just really nice. I mean, this is 10 and it's just properly wrapped up, and it's so neat. I mean, you can actually just open it up like this. You pull out one and you can just close it back like this, and it's all wrapped up again. And this is how big it is, right? This is how big it is, right? So it can actually work if you want to, like, pee, poo, wipe, whatever you want to do. This would work. Apart from COVID, I know this kind of got a bit popular when COVID came. You know, people started using hand sanitizer. Some people heard about it for the first time at that during COVID period and all that. But this is handy because germs are everywhere. Apart from COVID, there are other germs, other disease-causing germs, and, you know, stuff that you can contact just with your hands. So this really comes in. I mean, these are, like, it's very important to have it with you every single time. Little perfumes like this. Okay, so this is oil. I prefer to do oils because, I mean, sometimes they come in this really little cute bottle, and oil perfumes basically you know, have a way that they make me feel, because they last, and I mean, you just need little droplets here and there, and you're smelling like, not smelling, you know, you smell really good, right? Yeah, so you can actually use any perfume that's, you know, of your choice, any type. It might not necessarily, it doesn't necessarily need to be oil. So you can actually do either mint or bubble gums, right? But I mean, I cannot advise gum. You know why? Some people used to chop like goats, right? So if you take gum, she said you should be chewing gum. No, sis, you don't want to be chewing gum like a mad person in public. So advisably, if that's a word, but I would advise you to go with mints, right? Like this particular one I'm holding up, I don't know if you guys can see it properly, but it's actually mint candy, right? Yeah, it's actually mint. So you don't necessarily need to have mouth odor. There are times when you've been out all day, probably you've not really had reason to speak, and you just feel like I don't know if I'm the only one that feels that, but you know, there are times when you just feel like your breath is starting to get stale. Not necessarily smell, but it's not as fresh as when you brushed in the morning, and you're not home, you're not, you know, you're not somewhere you can actually brush. This comes in handy. Very handy. So lip balms or lip gloss, but I would personally advise lip balm. So you just want to carry lip balm around and just use it when you feel like, hey, your lips are starting to get dried or they're starting to get chapped up. I mean, it's never too hard. You can actually make use of it anywhere, in a bus, in a taxi, in a shop, in a restaurant. Just use it. It can never be so hard. Okay guys, we've come to the very end of this video. Please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, and I would also like to know what you thought about this video, so do well to leave me a comment in the comment box. Thank you. Bye.